use on the way of European integration, developing their extra skills and building the partnerships. And part of such instrument is the Black Sea Accelerator for a Sustainable Blue Economy. And I'm proud to give the floor to Mr. Matteo Bocchì, the Black Sea Accelerator representative, the person who is responsible for this instrument. And we have to say that Mr. Matteo is currently in Cork, Ireland, on their European Maritime Day. So our best regards to Cork, and welcome.
Thank you very much. I hope you hear me and see me properly. Apologies, I'm in between meetings. I will need to really run after the presentation. Shall I share the screen with the presentation, or you do it? Because I couldn't see the previous presentation, but...
yes, please, you can share. You already have the ability to share.
Yes. Let me see if I manage to do that. Oh, 1 second, because it gave me some issue. Okay, let me see if it works. Apologies, huh?
Their discussions in Cork are also very informative. So
I would have to reconnect very quickly, but apologies for that. But I'm there in a second. Really sorry.
We can share your presentation.
Yeah, then maybe it's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Apologies for
that. We will ask our technical team to share your presentation, and so that the audience and the colleagues will see it.
Okay. So I hope okay, good. I'm not seeing that, but I guess I will tell you the slide. So I imagine you show the first page. So the Black Sea Accelerator is. It's actually an element of 2 projects supported by European Commission in the context of the Strategic Research and Innovation Agenda for the Black Sea and the Common Maritime Agenda, which is a policy framework for the economy in the Black Sea. I will go briefly through what it is, mainly as part of this bridge project, which is the basis for this initiative. So in the first slide, hopefully you will see a reference to the SRIA and the Bridge Black Sea project. So the SRIA is a Strategic Research and Innovation Agenda. Thanks for nodding, so I'm sure I'm showing the right presentation. And it is really a frame for innovation and research support since 2018, approved in Burgas. And within that, the bridge, so is slide number 3, the next slide, the bridge project, Bridge Black Sea, was really a large project together with its sister project DOORS, aiming at a number of things, but really scaling up research and innovation capacities across the Black Sea. Oh, fantastic, yes. So if you go ahead, the next slide, that's great. So one more slide ahead. Yeah, fantastic. So, I mean, I'm not entering detail, but it's quite a large project. And we look at really look at the scientific analysis. We look at empowering engagement with citizens, but I will focus on this high bubble of blue growth incubators within which, and this is the next slide, there was this initiative that aims really at, first of all, establishing a high-tech summit for the Black Sea, which is really like a regional event. We did it twice every 2 years. To gather all innovation experts, so researchers, businesses, financing actors, policymakers. I will mention about that later on. But then we really look at identifying innovative business models for a sustainable blue economy in the Black Sea. Of course, that also involving Ukrainian partners, and having the accelerator to help scaling up innovations and solutions. And now we're drafting some follow-up roadmaps and recommendation that I will present briefly toward the end. So next slide, please. Also very briefly about what was the Black Sea Accelerator. We really gave expert support in terms of solutions. So we look at really innovative solutions, technological solution, new services and business models and products that really address the challenges of the sustainable blue economy in the Black Sea. We look at market analysis, we look at mentoring and strengthening of business models of these startups and solution provider. We help them being more appealing when they pitch, when they present their solution to investors. And also we create this access to market, the discussion. Also we have created partnership with across the Black Sea, but also with international EU solution. And as you see, we launched it in May 2023. And we are kind of now closing the project at the end of this year. We will still have a workshop in September, so you're all invited, and we will share through you to your audience the invitation for that. So next slide, please. So what did we achieve? We made a call, actually a couple of calls, and we supported 19 solutions across the Black Sea from different countries and different areas. Energy, circularity, fisheries, aquaculture. We look at biotechnology, so quite a range of actions and at different level of TRLs. A lot were early stage, but some really managed to go to the next level and even achieve some financing support. As said, we look at different sectors of the blue economy, and we offer support for like 5 months, really, like intense group support and one-to-one support from experts, so that they were able to scale up the technology readiness level, TRL. So basically the level to which their solution come from being an idea in the laboratory into being like really applied to the market and being invested, and the ability to pitch for those investors. And we also create a lot of interest in the different countries on how to, some countries also develop an accelerator in their own country. We engage with national funds, with development and innovation agencies, and Chamber of Commerce, like for today with Ukraine. So next slide, please. So just a brief overview, as said. There were applicants from across the Black Sea and beyond, some Azerbaijani, some Italian and Spanish and German company that want to engage, but a lot of, good presence of Ukraine, Romania, Bulgaria, Georgian, and also quite a few Turkish. And you see in the two bubble that there was a slight majority of early stage technology readiness level, but also quite a few advanced. And those advanced, we managed to get in contact with other partners and investors also in other sea bases like the Mediterranean. And most of those were business or willing to set up a business. And this is very important because we see that, and sometimes the Black Sea is perceived as the black box, right? But there's a lot happening in the Black Sea, and we really see a very vibrant, I mean, despite a very critical situation that you know very well, unfortunately, we see in all countries a very vibrant and committed number of researchers, businesses that really want to develop their innovative business solution, which we thought it was a great idea. Then next slide, please. Also sector, you see maybe less on observation and monitoring, which is also an area that could be further discussed. I know you're also very much interested in Ukraine, also understanding the impact on the war in terms of ecosystem damages and mines and all that. So I guess this is an area that in terms of safety and security could be further developed, picking on the previous presentation as well. But you can see that really, you know, there were a lot of solution across the sectors, and their interest was really spread across the 4 quadrants of the bubble on your right, in terms of improve the solution, business development, and of course, you know, access into market and finance. Next slide. So as said, we also wanted to create this critical mass of cooperation across the region and beyond. So we had 2 ITEC summits for the Black Sea, ITS for BS, as we said, throughout the duration of the project. One was held in Bucharest in 2022, the other in Sofia in 2024 last year. There was really a high number of attendance of across different profile and increasingly engaging with the kind of national funding agencies and funding actors. This was done as part of our project. we really try to see how to make this in continuity and building on that. Maybe next year we are discussing with the Common Maritime Agenda colleagues. So this is really something that we would like to find a follow-up, because it's very important to really have, of course, national support, but also regional cooperation. So next slide, please. We also presented the solution, some pitching to investors, including as part of this Common Maritime Agenda. I'm sure that colleagues will further discuss the CMA role and the role of Ukraine in that. And that was very well received, also in cooperation with Blue Invest, which is the initiative for the EU investing in an innovative solution. Next slide. Okay, so this is, I would say, my last slide with some reflection. It's a very dense slide. Apologies, I might have shifted in two, but yeah, these days are a little hectic. But you know, if you look, well, first of all, the figure. Clearly, you have financing actors, public sector, and the market in terms of enterprises, innovators, solution providers. The challenge is there, I guess, also in Ukraine, certainly at the Black Sea level still, how to bring those actors together. Each of the three actors is very fragmented. So the public sector, I mean, I know you in Mykolaiv and in the region, you have the blue economy strategy, which is great. But typically, national and local policymakers and actors involved are still very much fragmented across sectors and geographic areas. And the financing sector, which I would like to focus, it's also problematic so far. I mean, there are quite a few important elements at the country level. There's also the Black Sea Trade and Development Bank at the regional level. But the visibility of the blue economy as a sector, its complexity is still not there. So there are initiatives. There is this startup challenge, for example, in Ukraine. There is the Funds of Funds in Bulgaria. There are quite a few initiatives and the development agencies in Turkey. Recently, the Romania, also through our work, has set up a kind of a Blue Invest counterpoint to understand better how to promote investment in the blue economy. And Georgia is trying to pilot this blue economy accelerator, but it's still not there. Like the visibility of the blue economy towards investors and local financing mechanism is not there. There is a number of local opportunities, but those are not visible to the community of the blue economy in every country. So although we witness a growing trend in investment support and willingness to get money and fantastic solution, there is still limited visibility and awareness from the financing actors. And it is the critical role is needed for dedicated grants and guarantees to support at the local and regional level investment in this area. And the risk is that there are a lot of potential, but as our project finishes, we need to find a mechanism to continue, otherwise this will remain untapped. In terms of recommendation, and I'm really done, I can stay a couple of minutes if you have a question, of course. We try to advise and advocate for EU and regional policy support targeting these areas, also engaging with the European External Action Services. This revised Black Sea synergies that is going on in the discussion. We really need to find a way to create a robust financing ecosystem at the local community, coastal community level. We need to make more awareness, have a screening on what exists, and help the mutual understanding between existing financing and investment opportunities and the local blue economy operators, startups, and stakeholders. This will be the basis of this webinar that we will organize around September. We are all invited and we share this link. And there should be a way maybe to get grants and support for greater cooperation across the Black Sea in bringing together all experience in every country and making more sea-based in one. I will need to jump to another meeting, but I will stay here a few minutes if you have any questions, and thanks a lot. So next slide is the last one, and good luck for your great initiative.
Thank you, Mr. Bocci. Thank you for introducing the